Hey, make sure you subscribe to Doggie Diamonds No Filter podcast on iTunes. The link is in the description box. Also, leave a comment and rate the podcast. Thank you. Thank you. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Doggie Diamonds. Another episode of Doggie Diamonds No Filter. I got with me today. I couldn't even get it out right. See, because I gotta set this up right. Like, I watched her mad videos. And I told all the homies I ain't gonna blow y'all up because I don't want y'all to get hit in the head with a frying pan. I was interviewing her today, so some of my homies is like, yo, tell her I love her and all that. So it caught me a little, I was tongue-tied for a minute. So introduce yourself to the people.
Hello, my name is Cassandra Lucas, and I'm one half of the duo Changing Faces.
One half of the duo Changing Faces. And y'all made songs like
Stroke You Up and Get Out and Fooling Around and Other Woman and Keep It Right There. And
why was Get Out spelt like that?
You know what? That wasn't our doing. That was R. Kelly's doing.
So, because you actually could look at it now, like, right? What the hell was that about?
Yeah, it was like a ghetto anthem. So
I thought it was an acronym for something.
Well, it's supposed to be Get Out. That's the name of the song. But it was kind of like the girls' ghetto way of telling you, like, leave me half the rent, but get on out. Don't get me started. I'm just letting you know how that.
Leave me half the rent, but get out. So I got to give you half, and then I got to go?
Yeah, because it's past the first. So anything past the first, your rent is still due.
No. We got to prorate that.
No proration. Not when you screw up.
See, what happens is, right, that's why those are classic records, because in 2018, when I bounce, I ain't giving you nothing.
See, that's wrong.
So
that's
why don't
not
you
right,
leave?
ladies.
Anyway.
Well, anyway, yeah, see, because we're going to get ready to fight here.
Yeah. So, how long you been singing? Do you have like because everybody always say I start in the church and all that stuff. Is that your background also?
No, I didn't start in the church. I did sing in the gospel choir in school and stuff. But I started really like at home in local talent shows, in my bathroom, in your living room where your brother and sister telling you shut up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so I don't have that start in the church story. But I did attend in junior high, middle school. I attended a junior high school of performing arts. So that was, I would really say that's where I really honed into singing. I used to do it prior to that, like I told you, in talent shows and blah, blah, blah. But that's when I really was like, maybe this could be a career for me.
So when did you realize you had it? Because some people be singing, they trash. But nowadays, in 2018, you don't really have to have talent. But, at one point, you had to be able to sing. When did you say, okay, I'm on to it?
You know what? To be honest with you, it was probably... like Changing Faces. Because let me tell you why. Because I went to, like I told you, the junior high school performing arts, and I give big props to my teacher, Mr. Kurt Forsett, because he saw something in me that I didn't see. And he was the music teacher there, and he saw something.
Can I shout out my teachers real quick?
Go ahead, because you have to have one teacher that inspired.
Nope.
Really,
nope.
That's sad, because usually sometimes kids. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes kids at home are not inspired, and it takes that one teacher. Really? They were all mean?
To hell with all y'all.
I love me some Mr. Kurt Forsett.
All right, so Kurt, for her, thank you for giving us her.
He saw something in me that I didn't see in myself, and I started to audition because we had like plays for the fall and the spring and at school, and I started to audition for stuff, and then I landed a role in school as Dorothy for the Wiz, and I think then too Black Dorothy for the Wiz.
The Wiz, okay, yeah.
Come on, this is Michael Jackson,
no,
Diana Ross. Right?
I thought you said when I always think about the Wizard of Oz. So I'm like, the Wiz. So you was Diana Ross.
Yes, or Stephanie Mills, because she did it on Broadway, right? Okay, so and then I think that's when I was like, okay, I want to audition for LaGuardia High School of Performing Arts, and he worked with me on an audition, because a lot of times for those schools they want you to kind of like sing classical songs to audition, and I didn't know anything about that. We singing, when my father plays on the radio, Marvin Gaye and this and that, but classical. So
what did you sing?
I forgot the name of the song, but it was in another language, in Italian.
Oh, so
that was the
opera?
first time. It was classical, yeah.
Okay.
And I learned it, and every day after school, I would go and practice, and I ended up making it. And then that's when I was like, I really could do the singing thing. And then we, in LaGuardia, everybody is doing that. So you're kind of like in a world where everyone's doing it. Everyone's on auditions. Everyone's background
So who did
singing.
you go to school with?
When I was in school, Tashina Arnold from Martin,
Okay.
Carl from Martin, Jennifer Aniston.
Jennifer Aniston.
Jennifer Aniston was in the drama. Cher's son, Chastity. I know I'm missing Dondre. He's Dondre Wilford from what's the who?
Not allowed to get cheat codes.
Oh,
over
he's
there.
on Queen Sugar. He was on Queen Sugar. Forgive
Nobody
me,
know what
Dondre.
Queen Sugar is?
I don't. Yes, you don't know what Queen Sugar is? That's a great show on
Queen
OWN.
Sugar. That don't sound like something Doggie Diamonds should be watching.
I can't. You need to watch it.
What is it about? Sell it right now. Dondre, whatever. Go ahead.
It's about a family.
Supposed to, see, this is what I'm
It's
saying.
a hit show.
Cassandra,
I haven't gotten a chance to watch. You asked me who I went to school with.
Well, Cassandra's
I want
over
to make
here.
sure I let you know
Okay.
what show
Okay.
my friend Dondre plays on, because
shout
that
out to
show is
Dondre.
a #1 show.
That she never saw.
No, I haven't seen it like that, but I'm saying it's the real deal. It's on OWN.
But that's still your home.
It's on Oprah's channel.
I don't watch Oprah.
Oh no, now don't. Okay.
She gonna scratch me before this is over.
Yes,
But it's
these
cool.
glasses
It's
are coming
cool.
off. We going in.
So was it? What did you where did you grow up at?
East Harlem. I was born in Harlem. I actually lived in the Bronx until about maybe 7, and then I came back to Harlem at about 8.
So being a New Yorker, you go to a New York high school.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody was from Jennifer Aniston is from New York.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't even know that. I'm not a follower of Jennifer Aniston, so I wouldn't even know.
She's from New York. And it was, all 5 boroughs. You know how sometimes you have to stay within your region or whatever. So we had people from Staten Island, Queens, every place come to this school.
So was it a point where everybody is going on auditions and making it, but they still coming back to school?
Oh yeah.
And then you're like,
yeah.
oh, Jennifer just got casted on something. Like,
yeah, because the school, that's what they wanted you to do. You needed to get a feel of the real world. They wanted to prepare you for that. So anytime they were like casting calls and stuff, everybody kind of knew. And especially like for you had different departments. You know that, right? So
yes,
we were in the music
drama,
department. Yeah, everybody. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So if you see Jennifer Aniston right now, is she gonna be like, Cassandra, what's up?
No.
So y'all
Jennifer, because the different departments had their own cliques. Does that make sense?
Yes, makes a lot of sense.
Like we came together kind of like in the lunchroom, and I would be like 2 years later looking at TV going, that's the girl that, you know what I'm saying? And we were all in school together.
So who was in your clique?
My clique was more the singing, so Tashina Arnold was actually in my school for
Little Shop of Horrors.
Yeah, she was for singing.
Okay.
So, and Carl too, I knew Carl. It's weird because Carl was drama, but
you keep saying Carl like everybody
Carl Payne from Martin.
Cole. You gotta say Cole.
Yeah,
woman.
but his name is Carl.
But everybody know Cole.
Okay,
Cole. Or Cockroach.
Or Cockroach.
Cockroach.
Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay.
And
he was in it for singing.
Yeah, for singing.
Oh, I didn't know Cockroach could sing.
No, I'm sorry, for acting. Tashina Arnold was for singing.
See, I gotta help her right
Yeah,
here.
he's gotta help me.
All right, so but he still was a part of the clique.
He was part.
Ain't it funny that they ended up on Martin together?
Isn't that?
So your clique was we getting this right? Her
well,
gang.
No, the people that I know.
Okay. Who was your gang? Who was?
Well, my gang was me, Sharice, and some other people you probably won't know. You know what I'm saying?
They never made it to.
No, that's not true. Like there's a lot of people that make it doing behind the scenes. They're
writers,
big choreographers, directors. Yeah. So if you want to know anybody,
which is slept on in this business, because we think the people.
On it.
Yeah, because we think the people in front of the camera all the time are the ones. No, the dudes behind the cameras.
And you know what? Their careers last a whole lot longer.
Yeah. So you and Sharice, that's the other half of Changing Faces. Y'all went to school together.
Yes, we did.
Did y'all all automatically hang and was cool and all that?
Not automatic. Probably like the 10th grade.
Okay.
About the 10th. Yeah, about the 10th grade, we met each other, and I can't even remember like where, because a lot of times you meet people in the lunchroom, so it may have been in the lunchroom.
So she already did the sweet tea thing.
You know what? When you just showed me that, I'm bad with dates, so I'm not sure. It may have been during school. Mm-hmm. I'm not sure because we had our little group then too. It was like more than us. We would background sing for people, go on auditions, and I think someone she knew Sweet Tea.
Yes.
And she was in the studio, and then Sharice might have been there, and blah blah blah, and then that's how that happened. But I'm not. Don't.
You know, it's funny because when I first saw your group, I said, "That's the girl who sung on Why Did It Have to Be Me by Sweet Tea," because I just remember everything.
Oh, that's
and I
good.
just put her with. I was like that because I know voices too. So I was like,
yeah,
"That's her.
Her voice is
that's
high.
her. Yeah, that's her."
Yes.
So when y'all. What was your first name of your group? Everybody had a first name first. So was it all
Face to Face?
Face to Face. That was kind of trash. Good thing changed.
That was, and what happened was listen.
Right?
We was loving it. We had albums pressed up. Sent albums to be pressed up for our first single, Stroke You Up, and then it came back that somebody, rock band, owned the name.
Wow.
And they were laying low for us to put it out because they was gonna
sue y'all.
So thank God for Jesus that we found out prior to that, and we put names in a hat. I'll tell you how we came up with Change Your Faces. From our lawyer to everybody at the label, everybody threw names in a hat, and whichever one we came out with was gonna be the name, because ultimately nothing matters but the music. Because if the music is trash, it doesn't matter whether your name is Duda or who. Right.
So what was the names in the hat?
Everybody put their own. They didn't tell you. So I never went back in to look to see. I put, it was something with our names together, some type of like
some Jodeci type thing.
Yeah, it wasn't that good, but you know.
Remember Moke and Steph? We're not dissing them, but we just
Moke and Steph was on our label.
Yeah, but remember their name was the same thing like the Jodeci
exactly.
thing.
So I did something like that.
So I would have been like Cassandra Lucas or something.
Yeah, or Chicago.
Yeah,
that's
good thing y'all didn't do that.
See, that's what I'm saying. So I think one of our attorneys put in Changing Faces. So thank God for him.
They got a finder's fee for that.
No,
okay.
We were all in there brainstorming together, and we throwing a name in.
So y'all had to do this because the record was already went out. So y'all needed to come up with
it was already slated
right?
for press. So we had to, before they pressed the button to go, give them the right name that we were going to use.
So if y'all use the name Changing Faces, but if you break down the name, was it anything that y'all had that went with that? Because I always said Changing Faces. What the hell did that mean?
Right. It was this. It really wasn't nothing that. It was just that we would be able to evolve with time. It was like we didn't really want to. That was our initial thing. Stick with anything. Yeah.
You sold it just now. She did it because because normally I was like Changing Faces. That was like Destiny's Child. I was like,
what the
fuck is Destiny? Like so
right.
It did. But when you're dealing with abstract and art, the names always don't have to make sense.
It don't
make
music. Sense. Yeah.
So you get a record deal. How old were you when you got a record deal? Don't tell me. But then again. Because we don't want to give your age away. Women, we don't deal with age.
It's cool. When we was in our 20s when we got the record deal. And we were both in school. I was in Hunter College, and she was in John Jay. And we would do background for like Sybil, and we were in the studio working, honing in on our craft, writing.
Did y'all do any songs that came out?
Background? No, we didn't. Oh, yeah, for Sybil we did. We did... oh my God, you killing me right now because my memory's so bad.
I know she had "Don't Make Me Over."
Yes.
She had she did a Michael
Let
Jackson
It Rain.
Song. Yeah.
She had a song called "Let It Rain." We did background for that, and we did a background for her the Dionne Warwick one. "Don't Make Me Over" was Dionne Warwick.
That's Dionne Warwick's song, but Sybil did it
we did that on the road, but we actually went into the studio and sung background for her next album.
Makes sense. Okay,
right.
Well, we did it for Sybil. So
yes, big ups to Sybil.
Yeah.
Because Sybil helped us to see this is what we really wanted to do, like on a like going out on the road with her and experiencing like when she says "Hey" to a crowd and you get that instant feedback. That's what like put sparks in our eyes. Like, wow, this was great.
So this is dope, right? Because when you go on the road, so did you get any groupie love on the road?
Did I get groupie love?
Yeah, was it like men like throwing their boxes on? Well, probably then. Dudes probably wearing Fruit of the Loom. So were they like, was it like that?
Some crazy cuckoos, it wasn't like, but you know what? It's all love, you.
She's well media trained because she's supposed to be like, it was some nuts out there.
Yeah. I mean, but we saw it more like if we were like on tours with guys. You see more groupie love with guys than me too.
I want the fans
for guy groups.
The fans who want to that aspiring to be in the music business, we'll probably agree on this. What's the worst thing about touring?
Touring, like just the get up and just knowing the hotel room and not really getting to take in where you are. That's what I said right this time around on this new journey of mine. I'm going to make it a point to be able to smell the roses like every place I am and take it in, because right now all I could tell you is one Marriott to the next. Is you're off the plane, you're to a radio station, you're in a hotel, you're to the venue, you're back on the plane, radio station. It's just that cycle. So that part of tour is touring.
And the second thing,
no,
is the food.
Yeah, the food sucks. I mean, we spent plenty of Thanksgivings in a Marriott hotel with these
I think they think,
instant mashed potatoes.
Yeah, because they think, I think the new artists coming up, they think, we're going to go on the road. The food is horrible. Sometimes you eat Mickey D's for like 10 days straight.
We ate Mickey D's
and you have money
fried apple pies.
Yeah, and you're not broke though.
No.
You have the money, it's just nothing available to eat.
You hit it right on the head. Yeah.
So y'all think it's cool, it's
hard.
rough. Touring is rough.
On the body too.
And your face break out because you've been eating bad food.
And then the dry air from the airplane, and it's a lot. And then people's germs. Come on now.
People got the creeps, you know what I'm saying? Got the cooties, you gotta walk through with your fingers crossed, So you get a record deal. What's your first check? What's the first thing you bought?
I'm not I don't splurge like that. I drove a Toyota Land Cruiser. I had Lexus calling me saying, "Oh, we have the same truck and it's a Lexus. Do you want it?" And I'm like, "Okay, is it the same price?" And they're like, "No." And I'm like, "Okay, well, why?" $3.99? Right. I'm like, "Oh, is it $3.99?" Exactly. Yeah. And if I'm gonna pay you more just because my car says Toyota, because it says Lexus, I'm not doing that. So I wasn't that person. I didn't have 2 and 3 cars in a driveway. The first thing I bought was a home, a place to live.
You still live there?
No, I moved now. Okay. Yeah, but that was the first thing I bought.
You stayed in New York, or did you?
In New Jersey.
New Jersey. That's like my first money. Not everybody. Well, everybody was moving to Fort Lee at one point in them houses, and then it's the rapper starter kit and the R&B singer starter kit.
But at least if go and purchase something.
Facts. So you own something. So you have equity or something. So Changing Faces comes together from high school. Y'all get a record deal. What label was you on for the people?
We were signed to Spoil Rotten Big Beat Atlantic. So Spoil Rotten. We were signed to Spoil Rotten Big Beat at first. Then we were no longer signed to Spoil Rotten. It was just Big Beat Atlantic. Then we were no longer signed to Big Beat. It was just Atlantic because Craig Coleman then took over Atlantic. So, each stage, one label dropped off. The first one was with Kenny Smooth, Spoil Rotten.
And then, so now you're getting these big features now. Now you're doing songs with people who everybody's like, oh shit. How did the whole R. Kelly thing come about?
See, that's weird because everybody thinks Changing Faces is like an R. Kelly group, and that's not how it happened.
That's what everybody thinks.
When we were working on our demo, we finished our demo and we presented it to Craig Coleman and Kenny Smooth. They asked us to put a wish list together of people that we wanted to work with. R. Kelly happened to be one because at that time Public Announcement was hot with Honey Love. And
you wanted some of that Honey Love? Yeah,
so we were like, we wanted, we just put a wish list together of producers up and coming and the ones that were out. They didn't think it was possible, but we said, hey, our demo's done. Send it to them. Let them hear us. If he wants to work with us, he'll call back. If he doesn't, we'll keep it pushing.
Did y'all send pictures with it?
I don't think we had any at that time.
Because if he saw the pictures, he was like, yeah.
Yeah, and so remember, our first single was Stroke You Up, so we didn't have pictures just yet. So that was the first single that we did with R. Kelly, Stroke You Up.
And so now, did y'all, back then you had to be in the studio with people. It wasn't really flying vocals.
Oh, yeah, like no, right? We were in the studio.
Yeah, that was a difficult. See, these new people got it really easy.
Yeah, they
email and stuff,
and they go into their own sessions.
What was that session like? Because I hear that he's very genius in the studio.
That he is. It was a lot of fun. We went in, let's say, I want to say 11 o'clock at night, and you come out, it's 12 in the morning, you go, it's 12 in the afternoon. You go to breakfast, you miss. It was a whole lot of fun, and he is a genius. And us, when we worked with him, it was nothing but, we can't sing him anything but praises. He gave us hits, and the collaboration between us is great. Yeah.
Looking now, back at the history and where he's at now as a person, does it bother you that sometimes you always have to seem like you have to defend your musical relationship with him?
Yeah, because that's exactly what it is. It was a musical relationship, and he was always nothing but a gentleman to us. So I feel like I don't want to be thrown in that fight, because that's not my fight to fight. That's what Rob has to deal with. What he did for us, we're appreciative as a group, and we made hits together. So thank God for that, and we'll always be thankful.
And it's almost not
that.
fair, right?
It's
that
not
you're associated
fair.
with. I know you saw him.
Yeah, and we honestly have nothing to do with that. We've never seen that side of him. I mean, a gentleman to the point of opening up doors. You guys hungry? He treated us well, so we have nothing but no negative things to say.
Does it bother you a little bit, the stigma of that's R. Kelly's group? Do you feel like he was robbed of your identity a little bit?
I think he was so large at that time that anybody who did anything from God Bless the Dead, Aaliyah, from Sparkle, to anybody that was associated with him was automatically R. Kelly's group, because I just think his persona at that particular time was just so big. Does that make sense? His brand was bigger than ours.
It wouldn't hurt to be his group
at that time, right?
You,
So it didn't bother me. No.
So then you do a collaboration with Jay-Z, but he wasn't that Jay-Z at the time.
Yeah, but he was still Jay-Z.
He was still dope as an artist. I'm Brooklyn, so we ain't gonna. But I'm just saying he wasn't this larger than life figure as he is right now.
Right now he's just out of the stratosphere.
Yeah. Did you see that in him back then?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. Another genuinely nice person. Yeah. I saw that.
So all right, let's keep it real.
But we weren't in the studio with Jay-Z. Now this was one of those where everybody was doing their own thing. Jay-Z was doing his thing, R. Kelly changing faces, and we had to all do them at different points.
I'm about to say, because this has been PG, it's been great. People, mothers could watch it. So you trying to tell me none of these artists was like, yo, I want Cassandra and I'm going in for the kill?
I'm just telling you, if they did, then maybe they said it to themselves. Let's leave it like that.
This is the PG version.
There you go.
That's what she's saying. So what do you think about dating within the industry?
If you want to date within the industry, you can. I mean, I don't see anything wrong with that.
Because
as long as they make it, you put everything in its place. Everything has to be in its place. Because business, whether you're two teachers dating or you're two musicians dating, it's still the same.
Reason why I'm asking you that, because do you feel now that people are dating more for stature opposed to actual love? Like
now?
Like a dude not going to go to Starbucks and pick up a shorty and say, this is my wife. She got to be somebody that got a certain amount of Instagram followers.
Now, I totally agree with you. I do feel like that. I don't know if it's true, but for some reason, it's like, it's like you're looking for the hottie that has, like you said, the most Instagram followers and all these people in their DM. That's who you're really trying to check for, instead of the teacher who.
How do you fight that off? Because I know to this day, dudes still coming at you.
But that's normal. Like that's not.
She's like, yo, I've been going through this since I was 2.
No, my point is, we live in New York City. Like someone just asked me about the whole Me Too movement and blah blah blah, right? And I was basically just explaining that as a woman in New York City, you deal with that on a daily basis.
Fuck you then.
on a daily basis, you deal with harassment, sexual harassment. I mean, from construction workers to just we've learned to dodge and move. And it's sad, but it's just become a natural occurrence. And it's not something that we thought of that way until now. Like, it's on a major scale, but it's just something that you're used to. So when I say that, it's not trying to be like, oh, that's normal. I'm just saying it's really a normal occurrence. And if you ask any other woman to go on the street and ask another woman, she'll tell you the same thing. Yeah.
One More Chance video, the One More Chance remix video, Biggie. That was big for you too.
That was fun.
But you wasn't on the song. But you was just in the video. But it just made a difference seeing you in that video.
Really?
Yeah. I think everybody, when I say your name, everybody say she was in One More Chance video. Isn't that
But wasn't everybody in One More Chance? Like Mary, Janae was in it, Faith.
But they ain't look like you.
Total. See, now he's trying to butter me up, y'all. He's trying to butter me up.
I'm talking to the homies out there. I ain't gonna call their name because I don't want their baby mothers and I don't want them to get punched in their head. But like I said, when I started this interview, when I said I'm going to interview, they said, which one is that? The brown skin one? Yo, from One More Chance.
I'm surprised they didn't say the thick one because it's usually the thick or thin or the brown skin one.
That too, but people, well, we're in the day and time where it's cool to be melanated now.
Yes.
So you don't get teased for being that's the new buzzword and stuff like that. Melanated.
Well, I'm melanated and I'm proud.
So yeah,
and I've always been proud of my melon.
but your melanin, you mean?
Well, melanin. I'm sorry.
She said she always been proud of her
melon.
And I was like, now that I think about it.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yes.
So was it always cool to be the brown skin girl? Maybe for you, but I could remember at a point where the brown skin girl wasn't the cool one.
I never had a problem. I was raised to believe that you're beautiful in your own skin.
You never dealt with colorism?
You know what? I probably did, but I never even looked at it like that. You know what I'm saying? If I think back and go, oh, well, maybe this person picked this person because they were lighter. I never, because it wasn't in me to recognize that. Because I thought everything and everybody was beautiful.
Talking shit about me because I'm light skinned. I get it bad sometimes.
Really?
It's like I'm like, that's no advantage for me.
That's what they say?
I don't think they think that, but when you're light skinned, they try to say that you're not black.
Or that you don't feel
you gotta have some type of white in you. Like, come on, man, we range in all colors. They got countries in Africa where everybody's my complexion. Like, it just is what it is.
Well, I'm brown, and my brother and sister are both your complexion.
See, so I can't help y'all. If y'all stupid, that's really on y'all.
We're the backwards Oreo.
Intelligence is gangster. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to help y'all. Unstupid y'all. See, say something stupid so they understand
the unstupidness.
Yeah, you gotta say unstupid. So going back to this real quick, Changing Faces is a group. Then Changing Faces is not putting out any more music. What was the last project y'all did? 2000
to 2001. That was the last project that we did.
So when is it over?
At that point, 2001, what happened was that's when we were unhappy with the record label.
Gotcha.
And we asked to be released because we were being promised things, and when it came time for the record to be released, instead of going right, they went left.
This is on Atlantic?
On Atlantic,
so
correct.
Who else was on the label at that time?
Oh, man.
Somebody that probably is getting all the attention, right?
We had Brandy, we had Aaliyah, we had.
Oh, y'all was in trouble.
Y'all was in trouble.
Because what I want to do, I want to educate the people who think they can do this, and they don't know how the labels start to treat you. Like when you walk in, it's posters of you everywhere. The receptionists love you. Everybody loves you. When they put you on hold, your music is playing, everything, and then it comes a point to where they look at you like, why are you even up here? Like, who your A&R had been left. We fired him.
Did you have a deal too?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, because the way you talking,
yeah. So I'm trying to
yes.
educate them on what happens, but they think that you get a record deal and it's all love, or me and the label wasn't agreeing. No, they start to treat you like shit. They forget that you made them millions of dollars, and might be the reason why this label's still in existence. They don't care anymore. So what I want from your standpoint, of course the unhappiness, but when is it like, okay, we need to be released because I'm almost ready to quit doing music, period.
That's when it was 2000 to 2001.
Okay.
Because you know how you sit around, the round table, and you have your publicity department, this department, the arts department, the radio, everybody's in, and we all come to what we think, quote unquote, is an agreement on this is the release date, this is the song, this is this, and we have the master plan. And then when you left. They switched that plan up.
Yeah.
That plan is not the plan. We just did that to save face for them because they were here. After that, and after the things didn't go as planned and things didn't go as promised, we couldn't do it. And that was third album. We already dealt with it the album prior to that. You know what I'm saying? So it was just like, okay, we're not seeing eye to eye. And that was we were at our wits' end because the business started getting in the way. And now all of you work for, you have an album sitting here that's not going to get the publicity it needs, not going to be treated properly. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it just wears at you. And it's like, if we can make a clean escape for it now, then maybe we could do something else. You know what I'm saying? So that's when it was 2000 to 2000.
So is it a point where y'all say, let's not record together anymore as a group?
Well, at that point, it was just a lot. Even with us together, it was, bumping heads too on certain things. Between that and the label, a lot just came into play, and we were just like, we're just gonna chill for a second and see where you go your road, I go my road. We'll see where life takes us, and then that's basically what happened. And I think it was just exhaustion. You know how it is because you just explained it. So it was a lot that was happening at that time, and that's when we took the break.
So when do you wake up one day and say, I'm going back in the studio? Or do you just stay away from the studio? Do you stay away? Because I'm pretty sure.
I don't know if I ever really stayed away.
But what happens when the promoters call and say, well, we have something for you overseas for Changing Faces? Do you say no?
Yeah, I won't say no. If the promoters call me.
I'm talking about at that time.
At that time, I wouldn't say no. I would have called up Sharice and said, hey, the promoters, because money talks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The promoters have something to do. That's what I would do.
Yeah.
But everybody has to do the same thing.
Got you.
So when the promoters
She's
call
kind of
you,
dope the way she answers stuff. Like, that's kind of dope. Yeah. So when the promoters call other people and they don't do it, then it don't get done.
And then that 2-year hiatus turns into a 4-year hiatus, which turns into a 6-year because certain things you just can't do because that's not cool and that's not nice.
If you have to rank your position in the music industry, what do you give yourself? Do you feel like you still have a lot of unresolved, unfinished business to give the fans?
I do, and I also feel even like as Changing Faces, for some reason I felt like even though we had #1 hits and sold millions of records, sometimes I feel like we're still under the radar, and that sometimes I gotta say that we didn't really get the recognition I think that we deserve. So like even me now as a solo artist, I'm making it a point. I'm writing on every single song because I do interviews and I don't know if it's that sometimes they think women don't write. I have to refresh people to say, go back and check out every sleeve of every CD of Changing Faces, and you will see that we wrote on every single album. Wow. We are not a group. Just because you see us R. Kelly single out the first single or second single does not mean that we didn't write. That was a core part of who we were because we knew that at the end of the day, those royalty checks were going to be how you eat. We were taught that from one of our mentors, Dingy Bingham, who helped us with our demo. He was on our first album with us, so he was like, look, pretty's gonna come and go, but you guys gotta not only sing, y'all gotta get out there and put your pen to the pad. And that's what we did. So I want to make it a point to be noticed for what I do. That's what I'm saying, for everything in totality, not just
when you listen to music now. How do you stay inspired? Because this shit is whack. And I think it's so many fads.
Are we saying it's whack? Do you think we're saying it's whack because it was kind of like our parents who was like, oh, what's this rap stuff? You think that?
Nah, because I understand what you're saying. Because, and I don't want to seem like the grumpy old man. I think it's whack because everything is a trend and a fad. Now, I don't think we had that back then. Like, we had real talent back then. Like if somebody was ugly, it didn't matter if they could sing.
Now I'm with you on that.
Now, if you don't look a certain way, every girl got the fake boobs, the fake butt. It's a package that's being put together for every artist that I don't like, and that's what's whack about it. So now you don't even really know if they can sing because now you got auto-tune.
I don't even know if it's as whack as if it's as disingenuous. I think back then we had real genuine talent artists, and whatever their imperfections, like you said, may have been, we could care less. Because
it's like Bobby Womack. You know what I'm saying? Bobby Womack could sing, but
Listen, I'm not talking about Bobby. I'm just saying
he's dope. He wrote for other people, yes, but when you look at Bobby Womack, it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, Bobby Womack look crazy.
That's him. Not that.
Yo, he was dope. But I'm just saying, when I look at people like that and they can make it based off of what came out, his vocals, and you like, damn, because if you close your eyes, all
that's
you hear
what
is
it was
beauty.
About. That's why I even like The Voice.
Yeah.
because I like that you, in the midst of these times that you were just speaking of, where it's all about how you look and how much
What's
of a
The
butt
Voice?
you got or whatever. The Voice is a show.
I don't watch
know
that.
the show. Oh my God!
They don't
But
cut,
listen,
they don't cut me no money. I ain't promoting.
No,
y'all.
I'm not.
Yeah,
We're not. I'm not saying it to promo. I'm just saying it to maybe take us
The
back
voices,
in the time. No, yeah, their backs are turned. When these people are auditioning, their backs are turned. They have no idea what they look like. They have no age limit. So you go on there and you just sing your face off. And if you turn that chair around, it's about your talent. So it's kind of bringing it back.
I can hear ugly though.
I can't.
I can hear ugly. Like yo, I ain't I can hear ugly. I'm like, yo, listen.
Can't do this.
She can sing, but she sound like she swallowed a razor blade or something like that a little bit. I can hear ugly. I don't care what nobody say. It's just something about a voice. It's something about a sweet voice you can hear. Be like, damn. It's like that telephone thing, because you couldn't tell if somebody was ugly over the phone.
No.
Well, I can hear ugly.
No.
Ugly ain't always visual. It's heard too. Like, damn, you heard her voice? Her voice was, kind of deep. Like she smoked Black and Miles or something like that. That's a fact. I can hear ugly, but anyway.
Well, you have a special kind of
I'm
talent,
telling
because
you.
I don't know of anybody I've ever heard say they can hear
Because it's
ugly.
almost like somebody. It's almost like when you see a transvestite.
Mm-hmm.
That's a sweet voice, but they're faking it. They really sound like this. So
Right.
I could tell when you're faking your voice. When you're
you
singing.
can? Okay.
Anybody. Because if you can't tell that that's a man, you got a problem.
Okay. I don't know.
Doggie Diamonds don't run into those type of situations. I'm like, yo, hold up. Your voice sound a little too sweet.
I can't.
You got on mad makeup. Dude. And that's it. Let's move on.
I can't right now.
You know what I'm saying?
All right.
So that's how I give it up. So when you trying to be all sweet and hold up, who talk like that? Because even when I'm in like Target and stuff like that, and I ask somebody I'll be like, yo, is that your real voice? Don't be playing with me. Don't put on them funny voices. You know that white voice that people have too?
I can't.
I hate that too. I don't care. When they be like, hey, sir. I'm like, yo, you don't talk like that. Don't talk like that. You don't talk like that. Talk in your voice. So when you're trying to sing in a sweet voice and you ugly,
Me right now.
and I know you ugly, let me go on the voice.
Right.
Because they'll turn the chair and I'll be like, ugly. I can tell. You ugly. Straight up.
Oh God, I can't.
So, have you ever been tempted to do the auto-tune thing and all that?
You know what? I don't see anything wrong with auto tune if you're using it as like you want. You
pitch.
say if you
The
you
correct
know,
way.
Not a pitch. I don't need it for pitch.
Okay.
So God forgive. I just don't need it for pitch. I think
Ooh,
we
you
need
see
to
that
know
cockiness
that.
came
Right.
out?
No,
She
yeah.
just, like,
Well,
threw
I
her
have
head
to
down.
let
I
you
don't need
know.
it for pitch. Yeah.
I think I got that part under control. I'm talking about, say if you just want a sound to sound a certain way.
Got you.
But I don't know if it needs to be through a whole song.
Yeah. So in 2018, when you're creating the music, it doesn't inspire me. What are you hearing that's inspiring you?
Right. You don't necessarily have to listen to the radio to be inspired. You might have to go to your own collection. We might have to go back to those times that we're talking about to be inspired. Or it could be one person, let's say like a jazz. I mean, in this days it's only like one out of 10. So let's say like if I put a Jasmine Sullivan CD in, that's inspiration for me. If I put in my old Anita Baker, that's inspiration for me. I have to mix it up. I have to put some Stevie in. Because when you are going back to your collections, there are songs that didn't even appeal to you before that all of a sudden pop out.
Yeah, makes
so
sense
it feels
now.
like fresh,
It makes
new
sense.
stuff. Yeah. So I have to pull from where I need to.
Who inspires you the most as far as artists? Male. Let's do a male one and a female one.
You mean like now or
All time. Like who? Like if you feeling sad right now, who do you listen to pick you up?
I can listen to Marvin Gaye.
Marvin Gaye.
Because I can get all different kind of emotions from that. Yeah, I can listen to Marvin Gaye, and it's just the smoothness of his voice plus his lyrics. It's
Who's your
just the
favorite male singer of all time?
whole, that's hard.
You give yours
hard.
and then I'm gonna give mine.
That's hard.
Or you want me to
'cause
go first?
You go first, please.
It's either I got two.
Okay. So
You
you
could-
have two. So then
You can
okay,
get
I
two.
have
You can get two.
All
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
okay.
See this equality.
See, he gave me one and he said he got
This-
two. Right.
Yeah. So
Okay.
it's either Donny Hathaway
Yes.
or Luther.
Okay, so I'm gonna take Donnie.
Okay.
And I love me some Luther, but I still have to put Marvin.
Okay, Marvin, yeah, you win. Women, let's do women.
Okay, you first. Let me see what
Patti
you got.
LaBelle.
Okay.
And this is going to blow your mind. Angela Winbush.
That didn't blow my mind.
Because of you, but everybody going to be like, who?
Angela Winbush is like real. Okay, so I'm going to go back to of all time. I'm gonna have to say Anita Baker because I wore her out. Like her cassette was like worn out. And
Rock to the Tape Pop.
Two of them. Rock to the Tape Pop. See, it's hard for women because I'm a woman, and it's like you listen to so many.
Don't get on that feminist stuff on my stuff.
Oh my gosh,
None
I can't just
Susan B.
have
Anthony
two.
Stuff. Two. We already got one. You picked Anita with. Well, you talking about the short hair Anita or the?
I'm talking about the short hair Anita. Oh man, Whitney. Let's give it to her. Mm-hmm.
Now Whitney was crazy too. Mm-hmm. Whitney was crazy. I think
just that voice is like.
But you know what's funny though? And this is sad because as a man, we wasn't allowed to listen to love songs and not be in love.
Oh,
right?
So you had to be in love in order
because
to
it always attribute to, man, what you ain't here listening to the sucker smooth stuff for? But it's like, yo, I like the words. It ain't got nothing to do with.
No, but say if that's where you want to be. You couldn't listen to it just because that's where you want it to be?
I ain't always want to be there. I just like the music.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
Yo, she sound good. Like,
but you should be able to listen to it because you like it.
But but we got to see, men got a lot of pressure on each other. I don't know if we could talk about that one day. Just like women are pressured, men are pressured because it's like riding around the car with your homeboy and you playing Jodeci. Like, yo, that was two dudes in the car listening to Stay.
Really?
You know
so
what
y'all
I'm saying?
couldn't listen to that?
Nah, you couldn't. You couldn't be like three dudes in the coupe listening to Jodeci. You just couldn't. Nah, because it's like me and the homie, we riding and listening to Drew Hill sleeping in my bed. So it's just like, yo, why them two dudes was together listening to Jodeci and Drew Hill, but y'all could sit there.
But who could you listen to?
You had to listen to rap.
What?
Yeah, or it had to be. Now R&B is different because it's very vulgar and disrespectful.
Oh, that's a whole nother
now
thing.
You know, yes. It's like, you know, say you know,
and that's what I feel like. I feel like there's a wide open lane for love, bringing love back, bringing sexy back. That's where I'm at.
But who loves anymore?
Well, we gonna start to.
I mean, I'm with you.
We're gonna start
I think it's a great thing,
and
we
have to promote it. You know what I'm saying? Because if not, we'll stay right here in this. What you talking about? This
because I couldn't even. I used to like Come and Talk to Me.
Yes.
Especially the one with Impeach the President Jones. But I couldn't be in the whip listening to it with somebody. They're like, yo, y'all niggas listening to Jodeci for? Don't want some Coogee rap or something like that. But y'all could sit there and sing Babyface and all that stuff. It could be 10 girls in the room singing. But if we all was in the room 10 deep.
Yeah, that's what we used to do.
Singing R. Kelly, they like, yo, y'all dudes is weird. And I ain't going to front. I'll be like, yo, y'all here singing all that for, man? Y'all, something ain't right with y'all, you know? So it's the pressure.
So I feel bad.
Yeah, we
had a lot of good times.
We got deprived. I still ain't doing it, though. Still ain't doing it. I don't advise nobody. But now dudes is together singing stuff.
But you said it's vulgar, so they probably, you know.
They will sing it now, though. But who is really singing anymore? I think R. Kelly started that whole rap singing thing where he's not really singing.
What, like this is the definition.
Yeah.
That's what you think he started that?
I mean, well, Lenny Williams started a certain style of it. But just the whole, like when you listen to Usher Confessions album, a lot of the way the lyrics are, the way the cadence is, it's not singing. Because, you know, a bar of singing is really like, it's like 4 lines as a verse. Now it's all these words in there. It wasn't always like that. So now when you writing, you got all these words in there, and it's like, who's really holding notes and singing?
Well, Destiny's Child. Remember when they first had they? You mean that whole fast like syncopation kind of thing?
But R. Kelly predates them.
But did he do Ignition before they did that? The Writings on the Wall. Did he do?
I don't know. I never.
I'm not good with time, but I'm just saying.
Hold on, how you a woman not good with time? Y'all remember everything.
Not
Y'all be
dates.
like, oh, what's today?
No, I remember like
my
what you had on when I.
Like, who know when they gonna start bleeding? Like who knows that?
I remember what you had on when I cussed you out, but I can't remember the exact.
So you
date.
Don't remember when you met a particular guy when y'all dated or nothing?
I'll probably remember when I met them, but I wouldn't remember the date. I'm not that detailed with that. Like, it was September 2nd, 5 o'clock. No.
She got an ice box in her chest. Whoa. So 2018, we here. What do you got going on?
Well, God is good, and I got a new project coming out, a solo project.
I thought it was called God is Good. I'm like, oh.
Well, he is. It could be called that. Don't play with my God, because I don't want him doing nothing to us. We got to keep it moving and going. But
so next to me, I get struck, you get struck.
No, you stay over there. Then. We have a new project coming out in the spring, and I haven't titled it yet, but it's all about love. It's about that lane. I think it's about that time that we, get back our grown and sexy music, and stop singing about this ratchet stuff. You know what I mean?
Well, what's ratchet in your opinion now?
Don't get me started. I'm not doing that. But we know. You know.
I do.
You know.
So you just don't want to diss nobody. It's okay to diss people on my platform.
That's their artistry, though. That's their artistry, and I can't.
But it's also the labels, though.
Yeah, they're
because the labels want copycats of this person had a hit song.
That's been back
so we need that.
The end of time. They told us, you know how many labels slammed the door and changed your face because we were only a duo, and at that time it was In Vogue, TLC, SWV. It was all 3 girls groups, and it was like 2 girls are just not enough to look at. Been through that before. Been there, done that. And
I wouldn't put y'all in the category of In Vogue or TLC. Y'all met nothing like them. Maybe.
No, I'm talking about
the image.
They wanted. Yeah,
the image.
They wanted to.
Did y'all ever
replicate.
have a third girl? Though?
No.
Did y'all ever think about having a third girl?
Well, I mean, we were in little groups in and out of high school, but they never worked. So once we decided to do duo, it was straight duo from then on.
What's your social media? Okay,
my social media for IG and Facebook is I am Cassandra Lucas.
Is it you or is it some dude in sweatpants on there?
It's me.
Because you be on there sending her like, yo, you so beautiful, I love you, and he's sitting there playing pocket pool, answering you, knowing that you a fiend, and you've been talking to a guy. Horrible. But she said it's her, though.
And my Twitter is Cassandra of CF.
That's not her on Twitter, because she didn't even know it. So
I really don't. I'm starting to learn all handles and everything.
She knew the IG. She knew the Facebook. But the Twitter, she said of CF, so that's not her.
Okay.
So stop tweeting her. You can follow her.
Yeah, believe him.
Yeah. So IG, what's the craziest DM you got?
I don't even.
Have you opened your DM and a dude just send you his jumper?
You there it is.
Send me that and die. Anyway. Is it that's weird though, right?
Just this world we're in is weird. Like, remember, when we were out, it wasn't all of this social media and all this stuff. So this is just a whole new thing for me, and I'm not really like
tech savvy.
I'm not on there like that. This is for the love of what I do.
You still got like a Commodore 64 and all that stuff?
Yep, I still have a.
You still playing ColecoVision?
No, I still have. What's those 2-way?
Okay. Yeah, the album is coming in spring. Independent. So that means all digital platforms, though, right? All How did you take to the whole streaming thing? Is it weird?
It definitely is weird for me.
Like, yo, where my check, man? I sold some records.
Yes,
like, no, you didn't. You streamed some records, and that 4,000 stream equals one record sale.
No,
like, huh?
How about $1? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, everything's different. But you know what? I'm in it now, so I have to, like you said, learn it and deal with, especially the whole IG, and I just don't want it to be a popularity contest. It needs to be about what you're doing. You
know what I don't like? I don't like that with Instagram, the fact that you give people access to you, and they use the access that you give them to tell you how much that they don't like you.
Yeah, but you're not gonna do like you said. Yeah. This is my page.
Yeah, so why you on
my page? There you go.
Why? What's the point?
That's blocking.
I have people all the time say to me, "Yo, when I see you, I'm gonna slap you. I'm gonna do this." I'm like, I be like, "Yo, I'm gonna be at Atlantic Center in an hour. Please come slap me," because I probably need to get slapped every now and again. But you not gonna do it.
It's just a lot of bullying. Like
I ain't gonna say bullying because bullying is cool.
You, not right.
Bullying is cool though.
No. Bullying. We getting ready to cut this interview.
No, we're not talking about
kids. Bullying is not cool. Do not listen to him.
When I got punched in my chest when I was little, it made me tough. Okay,
but that's...
I'm not talking about bullying based off of your appearance, based off of your race or nationality. I'm just talking about sometimes
based off somebody punching you in the chest.
Yeah, because you got to get rough as a little boy. You know, you got to learn how to fight.
Well, you talking about it from a boy's perspective. I'm
From
just
a
telling
man's
y'all,
perspective.
please.
Yeah, okay.
Don't bully.
No.
It's not cute.
That's
it's
what I'm
not
saying.
nice.
Yeah. To a certain extent.
Yeah.
But can you be bullied as an adult?
Well, I guess you can at any age.
Try bullying me. Where my knife? I stab you through IG. So, Miss, I'm not gonna put her on blast. She didn't send me the music, so I can't tell you that I heard nothing. But I get it though.
Look at her.
Look, she about to throw something at me.
Look at her.
My grandmother used to have this white shoe, right? And when you did stuff, somehow the white shoe hit you. It turned corners and stuff.
It ricocheted too.
Yeah, like
yeah.
So she just gave me that look of the white shoe. I just got shook.
And that white shoe's probably in that pocketbook, so you better stop.
Yeah, I'm shook. So that new album is coming. Any visuals done?
Yeah. No, in terms of
videos
not yet.
Okay. So everything is fresh and new. So by the time this
but
come
Give
out,
Love a Chance video is done without me in it because it didn't need me in it because it's about what's going on in our crazy world today with your president or whoever's president that is, because that ain't my president. No.
I don't know that nigga.
Me neither. So with that being said, that it's a very powerful visual, so you can go to YouTube and check it out, please. And,
do you? No, I don't want you to get all politically because people politically, you see that? I don't want you to get all political.
See, but I didn't correct you. I just let you do because I knew what you were saying. You know,
because sometimes I think when we speak from a political standpoint and we give our opinion, people tend to take it out on your artistry.
It's okay.
But for
me to say
this is called Doggie Diamonds No Filter. So y'all know I have no filter. I say what I want when I want. And if you don't like it, go watch something else. Are you still in shock?
Oh my God!
You already know what I'm about to say. That this individual is really president.
I can't believe it.
Listen,
I cannot. Every day is like you're pinching yourself. Like, really? I think he's embarrassing us so bad. Like they're looking at America laughing.
I think America was already embarrassed though, because it's the same country that used to spray people with hoses and the whole world saw it. So you know.
Yeah, but you know what? I think we were going up the hill.
No, I think what people around the world are saying, did y'all really elect an idiot? So they start looking at us all as a collective like we like it. But I will say this. Think how much Hillary was hated, that people rather had him than her, though.
No, but she did win the popular vote. So then the popular vote is the people. So people would have rather her than him.
But the Electoral College
but
is
the
made
popular
up.
Vote is the people. So
but Hillary is foul too, though.
Yeah, listen.
Hillary is foul. Ask the people in Haiti what
they
they did with all that donation money. Hillary is foul. Ask about the 3-strike rules. Clinton got top and he didn't even respect the White House.
I can't.
He got dome in the White House.
It's still not the same. Not this.
I mean, you either get dome or you got this dude that just say he walk up to women and grab them by they. I'm like, yo. But the women still voted for him, though.
Not what women?
Voted for Trump.
What women? Not us.
The lighter women.
Not us.
Okay. What about them 2 black women who be rallying for Trump? You ever saw them?
Which ones?
It's 2 black women. They a little, fluffy, and they like going crazy talking about Trump. Look them up. I want to say to both of y'all.
I don't.
Word.
I don't even want to look them up because then that's another.
They really be rallying for Trump. Facts.
God bless them.
What about the sheriff?
You
already know what I'm talking about, right?
What about the pastor?
Which pastor? Because I know you're talking about. Yeah, but they on the take anyway though. You slip them a little bit money. I was disappointed in Mike Tyson. Don't punch me in the face though. Because I don't play with Mike. You know what I'm saying? That's Brooklyn. Mike's still about that life. But I was disappointed in Mike Tyson when he kind of endorsed Trump a little bit. Because I don't like how Trump did the Central Park 5. See, people keep forgetting about what he said about the Central Park 5. And he took out a big ad in the paper condemning them. And they wasn't even guilty.
They wasn't guilty.
And he still never apologized. I said his name. My bad. That dude.
That dude.
Yeah. The one with the Playboy model wife. Michelle never took her clothes off. And they call her all types of stuff. Did you ever see the conspiracy where they were saying she's really a man?
Oh, that was one too, huh?
Yeah.
No, I didn't see that. Thank God I did.
She was always classy, elegant.
Yes.
And towards the end of their tenure, somehow her derriere was just, profound and perky.
I can't, Michelle.
But she was classy though.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. But this chick wasn't even in the White House, and we seen her in her birthday suit. Think about that. So they just disgraced the White House all around. They gonna have to call a cleaning company. Facts. I say call Cleo and them from Set It All to come clean it. You know what I'm saying? That's what we gonna have to do. So the album is coming, spring. We always gotta go back to the album.
Yes.
The album is coming out in spring. I'm a troublemaker. The album is coming in spring. You out here right now. You're from here, but you're doing a bunch of promo for other things. Tell the people about that.
Well, it's actually tomorrow. This
ain't coming out tomorrow, but tomorrow.
When is this? When are we airing?
We look them out February 1st.
Oh, okay. So I'm just gonna say, well, while I'm here for promo, I'm doing BB Kings. I don't have to do dates. I'm doing BB Kings. I'm doing some other interviews aside from the most important interview, which is with you.
See, and she's not lying though. See, I believe her. The Twitter, full of shit. But that right there, that's the truth.
Exactly.
That was the truth. Go ahead.
With ABC, with Sandra Bookman. So I'm just super excited because I just think now is the time. If you I think it's recycling. I think a lot of even acts from back then are coming back out. I think
the nostalgia.
Yes,
we got to change the narrative. We can't be using like old school and
nostalgia. There you go. Right.
The true people, the talented. Because a lot of y'all can't sing.
He said it, but
hey.
I'm happy though because you hate to see talent just sit dormant for no reason. Like it should be no reason why.
And I'm pretty sure the dudes out there gonna be so happy to see you back on the market.
And I hope the ladies too. Hello, we did our women anthems, and I'm still that girl.
She talking about get out and leave half the rent. I ain't forget about that.
I'm still that girl. I am a woman, so me and my sisters could jam to to my stuff. So I'm excited, and I hope when you guys hear the project, you'll be just as excited.
How important
I put a lot of work into
charity to you?
Charity is very important. Well, Forgive Love a Chance. Speaking of charity,
see how I segue right into that? I'm dope. Hold on, let me chill for a minute.
Forgive Love a Chance. Oh, you want to chill? All right.
Yeah.
Tell me when you're ready.
No, you go ahead.
No, you good? All right. So, Forgive Love a Chance. I wanted to at least lend my voice to help in some way. So the sales proceeds will go. I partner with directrelief.org so that we can help still those hurricane victims. They have from St. Thomas to Puerto Rico. People still have no homes, no lights,
Crazy.
Cars. It's just insane, and they're living like this. And this, how long ago was this?
Yeah.
So it's my thing is if whatever I can do, be it through streams or actual physical sales and help, that's where I'm at. So it is important. I think we're at a stage in our life where we need to give back.
Very honorable.
Yes.
Very honorable.
Yeah.
So now I believe her now. She was once a liar in my eyes. But now I believe her because she's doing things for charity that wealthy people are not even doing.
Yeah.
And she's donating her art to charity, which is very honorable. So
thank you.
In helping her via streaming, purchase or whatever, you're helping the people.
Please.
That's a good thing.
Yes.
And that's going to be available.
It's available right now on all streaming formats.
Yeah, so by the time this come out, it's available right now.
Yes. Every place. Apple Music, iTunes, it's available.
So,
please.
All right, last question.
Okay.
Being a female artist, how much maintenance goes into this?
I know.
Because I know for me, here, I got my stocking cap on, You
got your fly glasses, though. That's maintenance.
Got my glass. No, not really. I just pull them out the case, wipe them off a little bit. I got some sneakers on,
Yeah, but those sneakers probably...
Nah, it is what it is.
Yeah.
I don't got my black-owned sneakers on today. Shout out to Nagas, too.
Oh, okay.
I wear a lot of black-owned stuff.
That's awesome.
That's all
Support.
I wear. This is the first time I got on Michael Myers because I felt like a villain today. today. You know,
Okay.
I knew I was gonna be a little extra. I'm always like this. But anyway, and this is my hat. Intelligence is Gangster. You could get this at shop.doggiediamondstv.com because we have to change from being stupid. We got to let it be known. Then the gangsters are intelligent. Yeah,
exactly.
You have to be intelligent. It's okay to be intelligent. It's all right. So, what I'm saying is that for you right now, yeah. See that? No, but intelligent is gangster. For maintenance with you, how tough is it?
You know,
because she was frizzing your hair over there. I seen it. I'm gonna put her on blast.
Yes.
She came.
Well, you need, first of all, especially with a woman, if you have a couple of interviews in one day, you need to have your beautiful makeup artist. At least this way it'll last you throughout the day and you're not looking wrong. You have to look right. Your hair has to be done. You understand it. You have your hat. Your hat is fly. That's I
got a haircut though.
Right. So that's the same thing. So I have to get my hair done. The haircut is getting your hair done.
I'm gonna keep it real with you. I have some interviews where look, man, it ain't gonna be the same all the time.
For yourself, you mean?
I don't care what they think though. Because when you see Brad Pitt walking down the street, has full of gray beard and they don't hold him to a standard. I feel like
it's different for women.
No, I'm not talking about women. Let's not be Susan B. Anthony
it's
right now.
What I'm saying
women.
Is like
what I'm saying. But look though, ain't
nothing wrong with Susan B.
All right, so you think if your hair wasn't right, your makeup wasn't right, dudes wouldn't still try to holler?
No, I never said that.
All right, so it's not different because sometimes you have to show that. Listen, I woke up like this.
Yeah, you could do that, but today I wasn't.
So next time when I get an interview with Cassandra when she's in town, I'm gonna hit Miss. I'm gonna say Mary. We're not gonna give her last name, and I'm gonna say, look, I want an interview with Cassandra, no makeup.
Alicia Keys did it. That.
No, I'm not saying. I know that. Alicia Keys was kind of brave to do that though.
That was awesome.
That was kind of brave. It wasn't awesome because she looked alright, but it was brave.
But to me, well.
It takes a lot of bravery, right? It takes a lot of bravery.
Right.
So what is the maintenance like? Because reason why because when I'm asking you,
my maintenance is making sure I eat.
Yeah, she had some rabbit food earlier. Reason why I'm saying this is because I think the stigma on women is that y'all too much maintenance as far as working with women. So I know I've worked with women before, and it's like, yo, listen, on the real. Just throw some brute under your arms and come outside, man. Like, you killing me right now.
Yeah, but then will the brute girl be the one you take home to mama? No. So don't try it.
I ain't taking none of these bras home to mama.
Come on now. If men were, I just feel like too, you say, oh, you have these women who get fake this and that. If men weren't longing for it, they wouldn't do it.
Because I could give you the science to that, Miss Cassandra here.
Sure.
The issue is... And women out there, listen, we're going to be short, we're going to be brief, and we're going to be to the point. Most of the women who look like that are very nasty.
I can't
You're not nasty because you're being proved. Yes. You're worried about your hair. You don't want to get your hair wet. When you go on vacation, you put them braids in your hair.
Yes, I do.
You see, that's the problem. These chicks don't care. They with whatever. So that's why they go for that. So you have to find a way to be with whatever and still be elegant.
Okay, see, why don't you write a book?
I'm his.
Yeah,
I'm his. Yeah, I'm his. But I'm just saying, so I think that's the issue because it's like food. You eat with your eyes, right? So if it looks good, you want to eat it, right? But see, me being who I am, I live vicariously through others. I don't want to eat that because you could look at the menu. That don't mean you got to eat the food. That's my motto. But every man doesn't think like
that's
me.
That's a great
Most
motto.
men want quantity.
Yeah, but
they don't want quality. But then for every shiftless woman, there's some shiftless dudes too.
Oh, I was gonna say.
Yeah.
All right.
And there's dudes who get in these chicks. You know what I'm saying? Because they are attracted to money, stature, and all that other stuff, and the illusion. So that's what's happening.
Yeah, but how long does it last, really?
It don't last at all.
Right.
You married?
Yes.
How long you been married?
For 9 years.
9 years. Whoa. That's dope. Yeah. I'm congratulating. Well, fucked it up for y'all. Put it out there. No more. No sending no more DMs. You know what I'm saying? And she looked like she'll deal with the type of dude that's either like a murderer or like a bodybuilder. I don't know. It just, you don't seem like you'll deal with a dude that's like calm. Cause you was a little. How tall are you? You got on heels or something?
I got heels on.
Oh, I'm about to say, cause he was towering over. I'm like, yo, she's gonna be the next Wonder Woman.
I'm 5'5.5". So don't let the heels fool you. My heels probably like, what's that? About 5. Look at that heel.
Yeah. She. That's very deceptive right there. That's not fair. So what type of? Before you were married, what type of men do you?
You
like?
said last question, like
I know, but we about to get
ago.
out. But we about to be out. Mary just want to eat and she's sleepy.
Yeah, come on. Yeah, we been
Mary,
going.
you ate yesterday.
We've been going.
Yeah. And not to add that you took, for a while to get spruced up and all that.
Who me?
And
but you were. I got spruced up because you were late.
No, what I was a half hour late.
Okay, that's a whole half hour. So you add your half an hour to mine. Don't get me started.
We went NYC. And did you notice you don't take the train because the train be crowded at midnight now.
Oh, I didn't notice.
Yeah, see. But anyway.
Yeah, so you were late, and so I was late back.
But all right, I'm happy. I got my fingers crossed now, cause ain't gonna be no late back, so no going. But no, I'm thankful and I'm happy that you granted me this interview.
Thank you.
You were somebody who I growing up in the music industry saw you and I was like, oh, they dope. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
I wish you all the success.
Thank you.
Of your music, if I don't like it, I tell you.
I appreciate that.
You know what I'm saying? But I listen.
That don't mean I'm gonna listen.
No,
but
I listen to music with a different ear.
Good.
You know what I'm saying? I don't think. I think when you tell people to listen to your music, they think they have to judge it.
Yeah, but I need you to listen to my music, and I don't want to hear this. You can't listen to it because you're in a car with a group of guys or whatever. Go someplace.
Why are you bringing up old shit?
And listen to my music.
I'm not listening to your music with a bunch of dudes, though.
No, because you're gonna tell me, Cassandra, I couldn't listen to it because that was a love song and blah blah blah. I don't want to hear none of that.
I'm grown now. Right, we're a little different now, but love is cool.
Grown and sexy, and listen to it and
don't put grown and sexy together. That don't go.
You can't be grown. Oh, you can be grown. I'll be sexy.
Yeah,
there you go.
So see, now your shit is coming out. You're developing. You learned a lot here. Yeah. So
it was a pleasure, though.
Give them your social media before.
My social media again is Facebook and IG is I am Cassandra Lucas, and for Twitter, the one I couldn't remember was Cassandra of CF. See, I got it that time.
And I thank you for giving me this interview again, and we'll talk later. When you're in town, please make sure you hit me up.
Okay.
And we could do this again. They're gonna laugh at this and have a good time.
Yes, cause he crazy.
I'm his. Brooklyn, we out of here. Doggie Diamonds.